Friends, I am Dr. Rakesh Kumar Tak, Department of Chemistry, SPC Government College Ajmer. Today, we will deal with carbohydrates, about the definitions of carbohydrates, about the classification of carbohydrates, and about the importance of carbohydrates and how they are used in our real life. We'll deal with some carbohydrates, types of carbohydrates, and some other things. First of all, we must know that carbohydrates are the most abundant organic constituents of plants. They serve as the major source of energy, especially the chemical energy, for living organisms. For example, sugars and starch, as well as important constituents of supporting tissues, for example, cellulose. We must know about the definition of carbohydrates. What are carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are nothing but they are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen containing compounds, and they are having polyhydroxy aldehydes or ketones or substances that hydrolyzes to yield polyhydroxy aldehydes and ketones. Means we can say in simple words that carbohydrates are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen compounds are usually defined as polyhydroxy aldehydes or ketones or substances that hydrolyze to yield polyhydroxy aldehydes and ketones. Simple carbohydrates are known as sugars or saccharides. Saccharides is a Latin word, means saccharide means sugars, and the ending of the names of most sugars is O's, O-S-E. For example, if we talk about glucose, fructose, sucrose, maltose, lactose, all these carbohydrates contains in last O's. The first name is a differentiating name, whereas the O's means sugars. Glucose for principal sugar in blood. Fructose means fract plus sugar, means sugars which are obtained by cane are fructose, especially sugars in fruits and honey. Sucrose for ordinary table sugar are known as sucrose, whereas maltose for malt sugar, the maltose is used. If we talk about the lactose, lact means milk and ose means sugar. So we can say that glucose are nothing but they are the sugars in blood, whereas the fructose are sugars in cane and fruits and honey, whereas sucrose are ordinary table sugar and maltose are malt sugar, whereas lactose are milk sugar. If we classify these carbohydrates according to the number of sugars molecules, if we can classify the carbohydrates by their numbers. Simple carbohydrates can be divided into two parts. First is monosaccharide as well as second is disaccharides. Mono, as the name indicates, mono means one and saccharides means carbohydrates, means the monosaccharides are composed of one unit, whereas di means two and saccharides means carbohydrates means disaccharide means 2 units. When there is a 1 unit, the carbohydrate is called as monosaccharide, whereas if there are 2 units, then it will be classified into disaccharide. These are the two simple carbohydrates, monosaccharides as well as disaccharides, where we have talked about 1 unit and 2 units of saccharides. If we talk about the complexes carbohydrates, complexes carbohydrates are those carbohydrates which are having more than 1 or 2 units. Means previously we have talked about that monosaccharides means 1 unit, whereas the disaccharides means 2 units. If we talk about complex carbohydrates, it can be classified into some other groups. One is oligosaccharides and polysaccharides, glycogen and starches and fibers. Complex carbohydrates means oligosaccharides means where the 3 carbohydrates or saccharide units 3 to 10 units are combined to form oligosaccharide. Oligo means many, means more than 2. And if we talk about polysaccharides, polysaccharide means when 10 or more than 10 units they get combined to form saccharide, then it will be called as polysaccharides. Glycogen as well as starches and fibers. Basically, glycogen and starches are polysaccharides and they finally on hydrolysis convert into monosaccharides. Classification of carbohydrates. As we have decided previously that simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates are the two major parts in which monosaccharide, disaccharide, oligosaccharide as well as polysaccharides are there. First of all, if we define monosaccharides, means the compounds containing carbon, hydrogen, oxygen are known as, means the sugars which are having one saccharide having carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. It is a simple carbohydrate, one attempted hydrolysis is not cleaved to similar carbohydrates, for example glucose. Means on hydrolysis, when they are hydrolyzed in presence of acid, then they convert into monosaccharides. Disaccharides, on hydrolysis, these are cleaved to two monosaccharides which may be the same or different. The example is sucrose. If we talk about oligosaccharides, means more than 2 but less than 10 are known as oligosaccharides. Oligos is a Greek word that means few, that yields 3 to 10 monosaccharides unit on hydrolysis. The example is renifers. Monosaccharides. Over 200 different monosaccharides are known. Monosaccharides are the classified according to the number of carbon atoms present in the molecules. Means as the number of carbon as the name is there. Whether they contain an aldehyde or ketones, means they can contain aldehyde or ketone, one group as a functional group, and a monosaccharide contains 3 carbon atoms is called as triose. If some other contain 4 carbon atoms, then it will be called as tetrose, pentose, hexose, heptose. As the number increases, the name plus di means 2, tri means 3, tetra means 4, penta means 5, plus ose means sugar. Monosaccharide containing an aldehyde group is called as aldose. One containing keto group is called as ketose. Means there are monosaccharides can be of two types. They can have aldehyde group or they can have ketonic group. If they are having aldehyde group, then they will known as aldose, and if monosaccharides are having ketonic group, then they will called as ketonic ketose monosaccharides. We are having some examples, like you can see with this is the first example, this is the second example, this is the third example. In first example, the functional group is CHO, aldehyde group, but in second group, or you can say carbohydrate, there is a ketonic group, CO group, and whereas in third example is aldehyde group. The first group, the first example is having one CHO group and the total number of carbons are 3, then it will be a triose. If we talk about the second example, then it has got ketonic group, whereas it has 1, 2, 3, 4. In second example, there are 4 carbon groups, means such type of carbohydrate is known as tetrose. First was triose, second was tetrose. In first there were 3 carbon, in second there are 4 carbon, so that is called as tetrose. If we talk about the third example, it has got aldehyde group and having 1, 2, 3, 4. It is also having 4 carbon atoms, but then it will be treated as an aldotetrose. Aldotetrose means it has 4 carbon atom and 1 CHO group. In previous, or you can say in second example, there was an ketonic group. Now we'll study about D and L destinations of monosaccharides. Means D and L destinations. What are DL and destinations of monosaccharides? We are talking here only monosaccharides, means they are having one sugar, one carbon atom and one group. It may be aldehydic or it may be ketonic. The simple monosaccharide is glyceraldehyde, means the simplest, which is the simplest monosaccharide, that is glyceraldehyde, which contain a stereocenter. Therefore, it exists in 2 enantiomeric forms. Enantiomeric forms means it is present in 2 enantiomeric forms. It is a 3 carbon containing compound, and the example is glyceraldehyde. In 1906, plus glyceraldehyde is designated D plus glyceraldehyde and minus glyceraldehyde is designated L minus glyceraldehyde. Means there are 2 types of D and L type of glyceraldehydes. The 2 compounds serves as configurational standards for all monosaccharides. If we talk about the structural formulas of monosaccharides, to understand the structural formulas of monosaccharides, the 3 scientists, first scientist was Fischer, second scientist was Haworth. These Fischer and Haworth give a projection formula for monosaccharides. We can understand by looking the example of glucose. The first example is glucose. It contains CHO group and it is a 6 carbon containing compound. So Fischer has given a projection formula for the monosaccharides, which can be easily be explained like this. These are the projection formulas which was given by Fischer. Examples of D and L isomers of monosaccharides. First example is D-glucose, that is, glucose is having CHO group 6 carbon containing compound, and the other is ribose, that is D-ribose, whereas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are 5 carbons and 1 CHO group. It is called as D-ribose. If we talk about L-galactose, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a 6 carbon containing compound that is called as L-galactose. What are disaccharides? Disaccharides are nothing but when the 2 units of saccharides get accumulated, then they will called as disaccharides, and on hydrolysis they convert into 2 monosaccharides. Disaccharides are carbohydrates that yields 2 monosaccharides molecule on hydrolysis. The special condition is on hydrolysis the disaccharides get converted into 2 monosaccharides. The examples are sucrose, lactose and maltose. Structurally, disaccharides are the glycosides in which the alkoxy group attached to the aromatic carbon is derived from a second sugar molecule. There are some important disaccharides. Disaccharides means they get hydrolyzed and forms 2 monosaccharides. First of all, 2 monosaccharides, if we talk about glucose plus glucose, then it will form maltose plus H2O. If we join 2 monosaccharides, glucose plus galactose, then it will be converted into lactose plus H2O. Glucose plus fructose, it converts into sucrose. And in reverse direction chemical reaction, then if we hydrolyze these disaccharides, that if we hydrolyze maltose, it will be converted into glucose plus galactose on hydrolysis. Same is the case with lactose. If we hydrolyze lactose, then it will be converted into 2 monosaccharides, glucose plus galactose. Same is the case with sucrose. When sucrose hydrolyzes, it gives 2 monosaccharides like glucose plus fructose. These are the main examples, and we have talked about monosaccharides, disaccharides as well as oligosaccharides and some polysaccharides. In next class we will deal with polysaccharides and some maltose and some other monosaccharides as well as disaccharides plus polysaccharides. Thank you.